Colin Kaepernick. Ooh, that name tastes like vinegar to some people. Some people right now means NFL owners. If you're an NFL owner and you don't want to sign Colin Kaepernick because he's too expensive to be a backup QB, just say it. That's pretty much what Pete Carroll did. What the Baltimore Ravens are doing right now is just straight lame. According to an article by BaltimoreRavens.com staff writer Ryan Mink, who is employed by the Ravens, the franchise is, quote, doing extensive research on the possibility of signing controversial quarterback Colin Kaepernick, end quote. The report also says the Ravens have talked with Joe Flacco, Benjamin Watson, Ray Lewis, fans, sponsors, and community members about such a decision. Oh, and there's more. In a video posted to the Ravens Facebook page, which is probably the reason this article had to be written, team owner Steve Bisciotti says, "We're very sensitive to it, and we're monitoring it, and we're still, as general manager Ozzie Newsome said, scrimmaging it. So pray for us." Pray for us. Bisciotti went on to say that he has heard both positive and negative reactions to a potential Kaepernick signing, and although we, as in the Ravens franchise, embraces nonviolent protest, Bisciotti does not like the way Kaepernick went about his protest. He encourages fans to talk with their neighbors and coworkers about Kaepernick. Okay, so first of all, why so much drama? Colin Kaepernick is a backup quarterback. Seriously. The only reason this is an option is because Joe Flacco is injured and you're not sure if he'll be ready for week 1. On top of that, you're not sure you're comfortable with Ryan Mallett being the next option. So a smart football move would be to bring in another quarterback for training camp, and Colin Kaepernick is, political activism aside, the best option available. So let's all chill. As for whether or not you should sign Colin Kaepernick, Mr. Bisciotti, this is your franchise's responsibility. This is not a referendum of the city of Baltimore. When Ray Rice was indicted by a grand jury after assaulting his fiancée and you kept Rice on your roster, you did not ask the people of Baltimore how they felt about that. But now, this deserves a community research project? One name you won't see in the BaltimoreRavens.com article is John Harbaugh. In case you missed it, last week Harbaugh said he believes Kaepernick will play in the NFL this season. Of course, John's brother Jim, now the head coach at Michigan, previously coached Kaepernick with the 49ers. Jim gave Kaepernick his first job, and Jim has stood by Kaepernick since the QB began his protesting. So yeah, you know who would love Colin Kaepernick on his team? John Harbaugh. Harbaugh's job is to win football games, not satisfy Baltimore constituents. And with Flacco out, Kaepernick perhaps is the best option for the Baltimore Ravens to win football games. But instead, the Ravens are going to try to pretend we can't all figure this out. If you don't want to sign him for political reasons, just say it. If you actually mean it when you say you want to win football games, then Steve Bisciotti, at least give Colin Kaepernick a shot. Other NFL franchises are not exactly off the hook. In May, John Mara, owner of the New York Football Giants, the team I grew up on, said he received more emotional mail from fans angry about Colin Kaepernick than for any other NFL issue. This comes from a man whose franchise stood by Josh Brown last season, who, like Ray Rice, was suspended for a domestic violence incident. I'd love to poll New Yorkers and see if they would rather have a domestic abuser or nonviolent protester on their football team's roster. To the next NFL owner who considers Colin Kaepernick, if you don't want him on your roster, just say it. Own it. But stop with these lame excuses. The dude took a kneel to voice an opinion. You just worry about whether or not he can help your franchise after the words, "Land of the free and home of the brave," are played.